Hello, welcome back to the Fully Me channel. My name is Giselle. I am a mom of 3, a performing artist of over 18 years, and a creativity coach, here to encourage you to pursue your creative passions while loving your family, i.e. live fully. Now, this is not just a message I'm giving to you, but it is one that I am walking out myself. And today, I just wanted to share this thought that was coming to me. I had never heard of it before and was recently introduced to this concept of work versus job. Your work versus your job. Previously, I just considered them to be the same. Some people say job, some people say work, but it means the same thing. A place that you go, something that you do in order to get paid, in order to take care of your responsibilities, right? Sometimes people are able to do the things that they actually love and they get paid doing it, and sometimes you just do what you need to do in order to get by. You may not love it, but it still provides that paycheck for you. And while that's a very real reality for many individuals, there's still a difference between work and job. So this was first introduced to me by Dr. Miles Monroe. I don't know if you know Dr. Miles Monroe. I have just recently come across him, I'd say within the last year and a half, almost 2 years, probably a year and a half now. And when I first started watching his sermons, because that's how it starts off, watching his sermons, I was like, wow, this is some really good stuff. But it wasn't just what people would consider religious information or even Christian information. It was like real knowledge. Everybody needs to know this type of stuff. It wasn't just about faith, but it was about life. It was about your business, your work. It was about your influence in the world. It was about your purpose. He is a huge speaker, although he was a minister, he was a pastor. He would speak all over the world talking about finding your purpose, defining your vision. So, if you haven't checked out Dr. Miles Monroe, there are plenty of videos available for him, plenty of products, CDs, DVDs, books on him. Check him out, okay? However, as I was learning, doing my research, he's kind of my mentor from afar. As I was doing my research and just learning more about this concept of being a manager and being able to manage your finances and what does it look like if you want to be one who builds wealth, and not for the sake of just having money, but for the sake of being able to do more in the world, what does that look like? And why are more individuals able to provide or secure that type of wealth and others aren't? And as he's going all in depth, like I have pages and pages of notes here, one concept that stood out to me was the idea of work and job. This was actually doing one of his teachings on vision, work versus job. And here's the main difference that I've found. For myself, my understanding of this difference between work and job is a job is a place that you go. You go, you do a really good job at it, right? You manage it well, you're a good steward of the job and the resources that are provided from that job in order to live. However, your work is your purpose. Your job is something that you do, right? Whether you like it or not, it helps to provide. Your work is what you are here to do. It is what you were put on this earth to do. It has to do with your purpose. It has to do with your gifts. It has to do with your skills, although we grow new skills as we move along. But those ones that naturally come to you, it has to do with that. It has to do with the visions that you get, the images, all of the downloads that you get. That has to do, I'm looking at these bugs now, listen, here, now, here. That has to do with your work. And he would even say your kingdom work, because when your creator made you, he made you with a purpose. He made you with a specific set of skills and keys and giftings to get that job done here. Let me change that. To get that work done here, to get your work done here. So Giselle, what's the difference? Make it real simple and real clear. The difference between a job, my current understanding, between a job and work is a job may be something that you do to provide. Work is something that you do that is a part of your purpose. And the wonderful, most beautiful gift that we can give once we find that sweet spot is to bring them both together. Where your work, your purpose is providing for you, where you're not doing a job just because you have to do it. And there may be a season where you are, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. And you may still be in your work and it's providing, and you decide to get a job on the side to add extra. That is okay. One is not better than the other. The best thing you can do is to get them together. When you are able to find that place of understanding your purpose, understanding what is my creative purpose here? What was I here to do? What am I here to do? And then you're able to give that, and you're able to provide for your home and your family with it. Yes, yes, yes. But as we all know as well, there are some callings, there are some giftings, there are some purpose assignments that we have that do not pay us what we want, right? A lot of them may be gifts out of love, or a lot of them may be starting and working up to that place where it can begin to provide. But just because it doesn't provide what you want right then and right there at the start does not mean don't do it, does not mean don't pursue it. No, please do it. Please pursue it. But it's so important for you to be able to understand and to differentiate between the two. This is my job. This is what I'm doing right now. This is what is providing for my family, and I'm going to be a good steward over it, and I'm grateful for it. This is my work. This is the passion within me. This is the gifting and the skills within me. This is what I know that I was here, that I am here and was meant to do. This is what I'm going to do as well. And so what that begins to look like is starting to take care of your job, but also to make space and time for your work. And as you continue to do that, Lord willing, that will begin to take over more and more and more of your job, so that you have this beautiful merger of the two. But what I just want to leave you with today, take a moment, take 5 minutes, whether you listen, sometimes you gotta take that moment to think in the bathroom, sometimes you're on a train, sometimes you're in a car and not going nowhere. Wherever you can find that moment, that 5 minutes, I encourage you to take inventory and to see, okay, am I in my job right now, or am I in my work right now? And if I'm just solely in my job right now, okay, I'm gonna kick butt in my job right now that I'm here, but I'm gonna begin to make space for my work. And if your work is providing as a job, be grateful, give thanks. Even on rough days, give thanks, be grateful, and continue to move forward, to not strive, but to walk forward with intention. So again, know the difference between your job and your work. Know that they both are important, but know that you were created specifically for one. And no one else can bring that here to this world but you. So lean into it, find ways to add it, add value to it, add space to it, and to begin to share it, okay? All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was encouraging to you. And if nothing else, share it with one person. May it encourage them. Like it, hit the notification so you get when the next video is coming out. And until next time, be encouraged. Move in your work, your giftings, and even on those low days, don't give up. Doesn't matter how slow you go, just don't stop. Let's live fully.